Hi everyone, it's Miss Amy from Camden Public Library, and today for my how-to, we are going to go through how to make a tea bag book. So let's get started. What you need are 6 thin pieces of paper. I have tracing paper. They are 6 by 9, okay? Super thin, very lightweight paper. Lightweight paper. Very lightweight paper. And then you need 2 pieces of heavier weight paper that are also the same size, and you want it to have the fold or the grain on the short side. So the grain goes this way, and this is against the grain. So against the grain is on the long side, and the grain goes this way. I think that's how I need it, hopefully. And then what you're going to do is I'm going to put those aside. I have scissors, I have a ruler. I don't have a bone folder, but I have fingernails. But if you have a bone folder, that works great, or a scorer. So you're going to measure in. I have measured in 1.5 inches at the top and the bottom, so that I can fold. So I'm going to go 1.5 inches, 1.5 inches, top and bottom, 1.5 inches here, and 1.5 inches here. And I'm going to go ahead and score it. So I'm going to line those up right there, and just take this and go along the bottom, scoring it so that I can fold it up. And I'm going to do the same thing on this side, right here to there. And I'm going to score it like that. Okay, so now it has been scored, and each one, and then I'm going to fold each of the 6 pieces of paper in like this, okay? Make sure it is straight, crease it, straight, and crease it like that. There we go. And then once I crease it, I'm going to fold it in half, just like this. Okay, so that each one has been folded and scored in half. Okay, so I have 5 done, and I need all 6 done. So I'm going to go ahead and fold this one in, and this one in, like that. Okay, fold it up, and crease. Okay, so now I have all 6 of those. Next, what I'm going to do is I am going to measure 1/2 inch from either side of that center line, here and here, and here and here, and I'm going to score it, and do that on each of the pieces. So go ahead like that, and same thing here. Okay. Yep. I didn't quite get what I wanted. There we go. There we go. Okay. So there it is. So you can see right there, 1/2 inch in like this, okay? Like that, when you're making the bottom. Okay, so do that for each one. Now we are folding this up. Like that, so you can see. Now we're going to measure 1/2 inch from the top and from the side, 1/2 inch down on both sides. So 1/2 inch here, 1/2 inch here, and connect. Let's see. Okay. Now that we have measured 1/2 inch across to 1/2 inch down and then marked the triangle, we cut it off, okay, of all 6. So you can see that it's cut. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these together and I'm going to go ahead and snip here and snip there. Okay, so now all 6 are folded like this, okay, accordion fold like that, okay, so you can see. I just want to make sure that you can see. So all 6 look like that. Now, next part. Okay, so now what I am doing is I'm doing a little adaptation here. I am doing some glue just on the inside, right there, of the tea bag so that it kind of sets the tea bag like this, and I end up with kind of two pockets, 2 folds, and the tea bag is there. So that's how I am doing this, and there are, I'm sure, other ways to do it, but that is how I am going to make this particular one, and that way I can then make holes in the top to put my tag top on, so that, because they look very much like a big tea bag. I love the way this is coming out. Okay, so there is that. Okay, so I have each of my little tea bag folds. Okay, so my little tea bag envelopes, and wow, the tracing paper really is nice, because it's super lightweight. Okay, so now on to the next part. Now I have my cardstock, or my heavyweight, and I'm going to actually cut this, and I'm doing some adaptations here because I am missing a piece of the directions on this, on making a ledger binding. So we're going to make do, and this is going to be my take on it, and that's okay too. That's how new book variations are created. So what I'm going to do is I am going to cut this in half. So it's at 3 inches, which is the width of my little tea bag folds. Okay, so these are 3 inches. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to, whoops, see this? So that is 4 inches. So I'm going to cut 4 inches up and 4 inches again so that I get it front and back of this. So here we go. So 4 inches and 4 inches. I'm going to draw my lines. Okay. 4 inches, 4 inches. Lovely. And I am going to cut the corner. I'm going to cut those. So that's my front and back. And I am going to, lovely. I'm going to measure, I'm going to do it on the back so you can see. I'm going to measure in a 1/2 inch again from the top. 1/2 inch in, 1/2 inch in, so that I can make the little triangle corner. 1/2 inch down. 1/2 inch down. And then that corner. And this corner. And then I'm going to snip them off like that. All right. So now I can go ahead and snip those corners just like that. Okay, so now I have my cardboard. You can do this on a self-healing cutting mat, whatever. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to line up all of my pieces and poke holes in them, just like that. Okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this onto the outside of the first one. So I'm going to go ahead and put glue on this. Make sure that it is on the whole thing so it's all flat. Good. Okay, I'm going to put that right on the outside of that, just like that. Perfect. Okay, lovely. Make sure that is there. Okay, so there is the front cover like that, and it opens like that. And then I have my second one, the last one on the back is going to be the same. I'm going to go ahead and put that on there. Okay. Line it up. Glue it on. There we go. Okay, so front, back. Okay, all of these in between. So there you are. Okay, so now I'm going to clip this together and do it. I've got the book all clipped together using the magazine stuff so it's not directly on my book, and now I'm going to poke my holes. Holes are poked, both sides. Now I'm going to tie my tie on. So I am taking the clips off either side. I have strung it, tied a knot there, and a knot on this side. And now I have a piece of paper. I'm going to put glue on either side and tie it off by folding it in half. And there is my tea bag book. And it opens, and I think I'm going to put each one together. I think that would be a better idea.